So I figured I'd take you on a journey of how I'm gonna install this little thing. This is a short shifter, and it decreases the travel time of the shifting, what do you call it, the shifting stick, which is something that's always kind of bothered me about this Golf 2. So this should fit for all the cars with a 020 gearbox system. So I think that's the Mark 2 and Mark 3 Golf, and the Jetta, Corrado, maybe also the Mark 1, but I'm not sure. So let me just try to turn this around. Yeah, so excuse the mess here, but as you can see, travel is quite far, which is why a lot of people always say that the first mod you want to do on a Golf is, or any Mark 2 for that matter, is just to do this short shifter. It was, I think with shipping, it was like 30 euros from work34.de, so it's a German website. You can get all your stuff for your Mark 2s here. I think for the UK people, the Heritage, what's it called, Heritage Parts Center or something, they also have it. I'll just link it in the description. It's a bit more expensive for me because I'm in the Netherlands, but yeah, so it's about 30 pounds or 30 euros either way. So it should be an easy install, but of course, just like any install with the Golf, it all depends on the rust on the nuts. So if I can get the nuts off quick, then it should be like a 5 to 10 minute job maybe. If not, then who knows. Yeah, so basically, I'll show you later. This will decrease your shifting travel on the knob by 12%, 31%, or 50%, depending on which hole you choose, and I'll show you in a second what it looks like in the under the bonnet. So basically what it does is, yeah, normally the shifting stick is about this big. So now you increase the length that the shifter will shift to when you move the stick. So yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see in a second what it looks like. Yeah, so all you need is a 13 millimeter socket for your ratchet or spanner or whatever, and let's see if it comes off. So this is the engine bay and it's located right here. So we're gonna take this grommet out and put it into the new one, and then that's the 13 millimeter bolt. It's not really focusing, but yeah, I spritzed it with some WD-40, so let's see if it comes off. So we're gonna save this and put it on the short shifter. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but let's see, where is it? It's right here. There's actually a little clamp on the end of this thing. So we need to remove this first before we can remove the shifting stick thing. So I'm just gonna take some pliers and see if I can maybe pry this off, or it's already pretty loose, so it should come off quite easily. So this is the clamp. First I was pulling on this part, but you have to pull this part apart and then you can just pull it out. So I'm just gonna give this and this a good clean and then pull this out, put it in here. This is the orientation it should be in, so it goes from low to high. So this is like the driver's side and this is the engine side. So this grommet goes in from the top side down. Now what you want to make sure is that your gear is in neutral. So maybe you saw it on the video. And while I'm doing the bolt, pulled into first. So and now because it's not linked, I put the gearbox back in neutral, and then also the shifter back in neutral. So you put gearbox back in neutral here, and just pull it until it's in the middle, and then just put the shifter in neutral as well. Right, so it's always a good idea to check if everything works before you put everything back together and tighten all the nuts and stuff. First thing I noticed, it's in second gear right now. I didn't do that, so I'm just gonna see what happens if I... Okay. Yeah, so it's not pulling into gear whatsoever, so something went wrong. I'm not sure what, but I'm gonna see if I can find out. So I think I found out what the issue is. This nut is actually not round, so this goes over it. Because it's quite dirty, you see this is now pulling on the gear from inside the shift box. But if I'm doing it like this, nothing's happening. So I think I need to clean this up a bit. Yeah, so it was as I expected, that it wasn't seated fully on the bolt. So now everything works. It's a fair bit shorter. It feels as though getting into fourth and fifth takes a little bit more effort, as in the travel is shorter, but it feels a bit more rough. I'm not sure how to call it. First, second, third feels great. It's just goes pretty lightly as well. I should change the whole linkage bushing sometimes below here, but maybe in the next 3 months, because this car is going to be sitting for winter anyway, so maybe that will change fourth and fifth as well. I noticed that now that I'm doing it a bit more, it's also getting a bit looser. I spritzed some of the bolts with a bit of WD-40. Might not be the smartest because it's all rubber bushings, so it's probably better to use like a silicone spray or something else, because it's both basically petroleum-based products, and some people say that it might perish sooner if you use WD-40 on rubber. But I figured since I'm gonna be changing the whole linkage bushings and stuff anyway sometime soon, it's not a big problem for now. So yeah, that's how you do it. If this travel is a bit too small for you and you want a bit more travel, you can also just use one of the 3 other holes. I picked the 50% one. I really like this though. It's great. Easy install. If I didn't have the fidgeting with the fitting on the nut and stuff, then it would probably take me 5 minutes. I put some WD-40 on the nut like 2 days ago, so maybe that's why it came off so easily. But it was completely rusted, as you could see. It, well, not completely rusted, but it had a fair bit of rust, but it still came off quite easily. So yeah, I hope this video will help you, and then you can do it in 5 minutes too. It's great, you know. It's a 30 euro investment, but it really helps with driving, I think. I haven't driven with it yet, but yeah. So 5-minute install, 30 euros for something that you use all the time, you know. We all do mods that only we see, or you get the benefit of like once in a month or whatever, but this is something that you just use all the time. So yeah, great stuff. So hope it helped. Good luck out there, and yeah, see you in the next video.